evaluate and determine when products of plant breeding innovations are covered under the DOST, DA, DNR, DOH, DILG, Joint Department Circular Number 1 Series of 2021, or what we call JDC 1 2021, based on the NCBP Resolution Number 1 Series of 2020. So Mamali also mentioned that before finalization, it has been subjected to several consultations. Okay, so the PBIs, plant breeding innovations, the gene editing is under this one. It's one of the methods under PBI. It has been defined by NCBP, and it is a new set of molecular tools. It is faster, more precise, and targeted. So if you want to produce new varieties, Ma'am Ola also emphasized that this one is more precise and targeted. Okay. So there are only two general classification. If we use plant breeding innovations, the product could either be GM or non-GM. So both use modern biotechnology approach. But the GM contains novel combinations. So it has genetic materials that you cannot see in nature. Like for example, for BT corn, it's not possible to see gene from bacteria in the genome of corn. So that's a novel combination. And the other one is non-GM. So if it is non-GM, it does not contain novel combination. If it contains novel combination, then it has to be regulated under the JDC 2021. Okay. So in here, you can see the overview of the processing time for the submission. It's not application, but more on submission, because the product developer, the product has to be evaluated if it contains novel combinations or not. Okay, so there are three main stages for the processing of submission. The first one is pre-evaluation. It requires 3 working days. The second one is the conduct of the technical consultation and evaluation and determination. For determination and evaluation, it is conducted simultaneously with the public consultation. And the third one, the last phase is the official determination whether the product is GM or non-GM, or it contains novel combination or not. So the details of each stage will be discussed later. Okay, so who may submit request for TCED? So NCBP mentioned that the product developer who intends to bring or introduce a PBI product into the market may request determination and evaluation of their product and submit their request to the Bureau of Plant Industry Director. And then you can see here the list of product developers that the NCBP is referring, natural or juridical person. So I will not mention one by one. You can just see the list here. And then non-resident product developer shall appoint an agent who is a resident of the Philippines and who will be in charge of the submission. In case of the reduced browning banana, the product developer came from the United Kingdom. So they engage the services, they secure services of a local agent, and who filed the request to the Bureau of Plant Industry. So the agent is the one communicating, submitting the request, and also other relevant documents. Okay. So you can see here that these are the requirements for the request for TCED. Okay, so the product developer has to submit to the Bureau of Plant Industry the forms in electronic copies and printed copies of prior evaluation form and the TCED form. I will show you later the form the product developer has to submit to the Bureau of Plant Industry. So the BPI Biotechnology Office will have to check the submission in form and substance. If the submission is not complete, it will be given back to the product developer for them to complete the submission. And then after that, if it is complete within 3 working days after official acceptance of the submission of the request, it has to be forwarded to the Biotechnology Core Team Plant Breeding Innovation Group. So within BPI, we have what we call the Biotech Core Team. So we have 3 groups there. So those, the group that is responsible